Hello, sixth graders, and good morning. Today, you are not taking the state test, and so this is a great opportunity for you to work on your poetry. Remember that at the end of the week, we will be sharing and celebrating our poetry, and you want to have at least 2 to 3 published poems. So today, you might be thinking about revising some of those poems you've already written, or you might be writing a new poem. If you want to write a new poem, this video is one way you might do that. First, you have some strategies that you can use to help yourself to get going writing your poem. These are posted on Google Classroom and also on the Padlet. Let's just go over a few. Poets write about small moments and details to describe big issues. Poets find a big topic that gives them a big feeling. Poets look at current events and news reports with a poet's eye. Poets find and see ordinary things in new ways. I want to talk to you about this one right here, which is an object poem. So, to write an object poem, here's what we do. Writers see everyday objects in new ways by asking themselves, how does this object feel extra important in my life lately? How does an object that I used to care about a lot feel less important, maybe? What everyday objects am I missing? So, one thing you might do or get started to do this is just to look around the room that you're sitting in right now. What objects do you notice? Maybe you'll just start by describing the first thing that comes to mind, or maybe you'll use some of these questions to guide you. Up to you. Right now, I've tried this workout, and when I'm looking around in the space near me, I'm thinking about what I see. I see a cell phone, my cell phone. I see a cloth napkin left over on the table next to me. I see my backpack. So, what I might do first is just to start thinking about why these objects are important, or if there's one of them I want to maybe zoom in on. Okay, so I'll try these questions out. How does this object feel extra important in my life lately? Feels big because my backpack is something that I have with me all the time. Okay, so it's important because I use it for school. I put books in it. Maybe I'm going to play a sport after school. What else could it be? Um, well, I also use my backpack to hold all the stuff that I'll need for teaching. I also use my backpack to keep things to hold on to that I might need in the future. For instance, I know that I have some band-aids in there. I know that I have some hand sanitizer, so some like maybe a little first aid. So I might be thinking about how my backpack is important because it holds all my stuff that I need for school, for teaching, for after school activities. Maybe I think about how it could help me with my first aid. So I'll start by writing a little list. And then as I write my list, I might be thinking about, okay, now how do I maybe describe this, but also say why it's so important? Here's what I've come up with so far. My backpack. It sits in the closet, open zipper, lonely books, broken pencils, decaying snacks, fuzzy yogurt, gross, fading memories. When will I use you again? This is just a start. But as you can see, not only am I describing what it looks like, what's inside of it, but also a little bit more of why it's important. Did you hear the line, for instance, fading memories? So I'm giving you also a little bit of information about what this could represent. So as you do this work today, one way you might write a poem is just by zooming in on one of the objects that's nearby, considering some of these questions. How does this feel extra important? Why is it maybe less important? What objects am I missing? So maybe things that are not around you, but things that you have on your mind or things that come to mind. So after you've tried using an object to write maybe 2 or 3 more stanzas, maybe you try to get fancy and maybe make your object poem reflect what the object itself looks like or how it functions. This is about a stress relief ball that I wrote about. And I tried to actually make the words look like what the ball does. Look, it kind of rolls around, it bounces up and down. I can squeeze it for relief. So today, you have the option to write an object poem among others. Remember that this is just one kind of poem that you could be working on today, and you have a list of others as well. So I hope that today you find this time helpful to just go back to some poetry. Maybe you're revising some old work, or maybe you're giving one more kind of poem a try. I can't wait to see what you come up with and for you to share these poems at the end of the week. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.